The retirement lie. Why 65 is a made-up number. Why do we all accept that retirement should happen at 65? Have you ever stopped to wonder where that number came from? Here's the truth. 65 is not a magical milestone. It's a number made up more than a century ago, and it no longer makes sense today. If you've been planning your whole life around 65, you've been following a financial lie. Part 1. Where 65 came from. The idea of retiring at 65 started in 1889 in Germany, under Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. Back then, the government introduced the first modern pension system. But here's the catch. The average life expectancy at the time was less than 50 years. Setting retirement at 65 meant most people would never even reach it. The system wasn't designed to give decades of leisure. It was meant to support only a tiny fraction of the population. When the US adopted Social Security in the 1930s, it copied this same outdated number. Life expectancy had risen slightly, but many workers still died before 65. It was never about freedom, it was about limiting costs. Yet today, we still cling to that same number, even though the world has completely changed. Part 2. Why it's outdated. Fast forward to today. The average American lives well into their 70s or 80s. That means millions of people spent decades working toward a retirement age that was originally designed when most people didn't even make it that far. The result? People sacrifice their healthiest, most energetic years waiting for a finish line that was never meant for them. Meanwhile, rising costs, inflation, and longer lifespans mean that working until 65 often isn't enough anymore. Many people can't afford to retire even when they hit that age. The rule is outdated, unrealistic, and unfair, yet it's still sold as the normal path. Part 3. The new way to think about retirement. Here's the real truth. Retirement should not be tied to age, it should be tied to financial independence. That means building enough income from savings, investments, or side businesses to cover your expenses, whether you're 35, 45, or 55. The FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, proves it's possible. People who save aggressively, invest smartly, and reject lifestyle inflation are retiring decades before 65. Some in their 40s. Some even in their 30s. Not because they gamed the system, but because they realized the system itself was a lie. Practical tip you can start today. If you want to escape the retirement trap, start with this. Calculate your freedom number. Add up your yearly expenses, then multiply by 25. That's how much you need invested to step away from work, no matter your age. Next, track your savings rate, the percentage of income you actually keep. The higher it is, the faster you reach independence. Even boosting your savings rate by just 5% could shave years off your timeline. This one exercise gives you a real roadmap to financial freedom, instead of waiting blindly for 65. So ask yourself, are you working toward a life that begins at 65, or are you designing one where freedom comes sooner? The retirement lie has kept generations trapped in jobs they hate, waiting for a milestone that doesn't make sense anymore. Break free from the number. Retire when you're ready, not when the system tells you. Which age do you think is the real retirement age? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because next time, we'll expose another financial myth that might be keeping you broke.